Welcome to Dan Tech, a very stupid guy that does very stupid reviews on very stupid things. So you know it's going to be good. Just take that going in. Alright, so this is the Kangertech. Now you can see mine is rather old. I've actually replaced a couple of the screws. One thing, you may have to replace screws. They're fairly easy to get and also fairly cheap. You can actually find them for probably 90 cents. I think I bought my whole set for $1.99, but they're fairly easy to get. It's not much of a problem, and that's the only problem I've had with this thing. Had this thing over a year now. It has, if vape juice leaks in, it has a protective ring seal inside, and of course I can show you. You can't see it, but I can show you that there has been vape juice in there, and that seal has acted. Actually, you can see it, that little black seal, completely protect. Now, you will want to wipe the vape juice out, like, at least once every 2 weeks. I do mine every 2 weeks. You do it every month. It doesn't matter. That'll protect it and keep the longevity of the power, because after a while, that seal starts to fail. It's going to start losing power, and you're going to have to eventually get a new vape. But that's also another thing. It kind of depends on how you take care of these things. Anything's good if it's taken care of right. You just kind of clean it, make sure everything's polished. Don't freaking jam the electric cord in the charger. Of course, charging unit's fairly easy to fix too, also cheap. But do it yourself. You may have to end up buying some equipment and learning how to do some things you don't necessarily want to. So, I mean, welding's fairly easy. It's not like actual welding. It's just kind of taking a little thing and little micro pins and then putting it in. Yeah, just put it on right. I've never done one, so I don't know how to put it on right. Don't ask me. That's on 10 watts. That's all I can hit it at right now because that's all my take is. But on 10 watts, it's sufficient. And I prefer about a 12 nicotine on 10 watts. But if I'm using like 30 watts, I'll just go down to a 6. So the higher you get, the more you're going to want to decrease your nicotine level because you're getting more. So if you're getting 18 on 5 on a pen vape, and then you go up to 12 watts, you could probably take that down to 12 and be fine. Because, you know, it's doubling the consumption of smoke, so it's equaling out to what you used to smoke. I mean, you could sit there and look at the mathematics, but that's not for people like you to do. You just buy. I'm messing with you. This is not an advertisement. It's a complete review. I do not necessarily suggest the e-leaf in any circumstance, but it does work for me. And this is the only vape I've gotten to test so far. I've had a couple mods, they work fine, no problems, they vape. But the only thing is the mods is kind of expensive to take care of. I mean, you have to get all the equipment to build your coils, or you have to pay $5 for someone else to build coils. And you can burn out coils in like a week if you're not careful. But mine used to last 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing other reviews, but I just got to get equipment and then just bear it down, you know, put it on the highest wattage, put the best tank on it, and just rip it for about 2 months. That's going to equal out to a year. Now I'm going to have a low nicotine juice for this because I'm not doing this on like a 6. I might just use a flavor juice, which is a 0, basically a 0 nicotine juice. You're smoking it purely for flavor, which actually is amazing because the nicotine really sours the flavor. Like, you ever think why you get an 18 and it's like, this is kind of nasty no matter what you get, even if it's something you like hazelnut, but man, this sucks. Like, I prefer hazelnut, so that would be something I like, and it sucks on the 18. But if you take it down to a 6, you're like, this is pretty good. Well, you take that down to a 0, you get maximum flavor. That way it's only flavor. So it's the most pleasure for the mouth. And it can also help you stop smoking. Because think about it, you're still getting the smoking sensation. Because if you're like me, I smoke because I like the sensation. I like the burning feeling. But it's not going to burn as much without the nicotine. And higher PG may work for the more throat hit, but I wouldn't suggest it because I don't even like using a lot of PG in my juice. I pretty much put the bare minimum to get the flavor content I want. I usually use 10 or 20% PG, no more. I wouldn't use any more because that's just reckless, you know. We're playing with our lives. Now, let me add, nicotine is a poison. certified. It can kill babies. Work for killing babies. Just smoke a lot of cigarettes. Why get an abortion? Just smoke cigarettes, right? When you get pregnant. And there was a. I've acquired stories of women who have had problems with having children. Not necessarily related to cigarettes, but all these women smoked multiple packs of cigarettes. 3 to a day. I think one was a day. This is just stories. I didn't actually know them. It's just stories, you know, because I'm crazy. I go read online forums all night.